Have you ever wondered how this Paul guy keeps ignoring the fact that his hairline's receding and he thinks he can cover up his hair with bangs, but it's making his hair loss a lot worse? What a lot of people don't understand about hair loss is that as soon as you start seeing any signs, DHT is going to be the main factor that's going to be causing that hair loss, and then it's going to start infiltrating your follicles, making very weak hair structures, which makes your hair fall out extremely easy. So when you start noticing signs, you can't ignore it and you need to immediately address the fact that you are losing hair and start finding solutions. Now, one of the most popular solutions out there is to get a hair transplant, but I actually don't suggest that first because a lot of bad things can happen to your hair follicles and your scalp, especially if your hair transplant goes wrong. That's why I usually reject about 80% of my clients that come to me that want to get a hair transplant because they're only at a node of 2 or 3. There's still so much that can be done and their follicles can still be regrown. Every single follicle has something on the bottom called the papilla. Now we want to make sure that papilla is strong and dense and it's not surrounded by too much DHT so it can create strong hair structures so our hair lasts long. That's the reason why I started suggesting to a lot of my new clientele who are only dealing with thinning hair and are not completely bald is to try something like the Revita hair shampoo, which has L-cysteine and niacinamide. The goal we want with this is to get our papillas to be working extra harder with our follicles so areas that are showing signs of thinning can become more thicker. About a month ago, I had this young client who came in who was very self-conscious of losing all of his hair. He was only 21 years old and having a very bad receding hairline along with a thinning crown area, and he really wanted to get a hair transplant. But I sat down with him and explained to him the risk and told him not to take it and try using the Revita hair shampoo for at least a month consistently before coming back to me. He came back a few days ago for a follow-up, and the amount of progress that I seen on his hairline, like especially in the areas that he was showing signs of thinning, got me to a point where I didn't even think he needed this at all. Now, results are always going to vary from person to person, but it really depends how consistent you are with this to actually see some progress. So if you're balding and you're noticing signs of a receding hairline, I'm telling you, try out the shampoo. I'll leave a link so you can get one too.